morning, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? So, I am Lisa. I have been doing online business for about a year now, absolutely loving it. And I come on and share my knowledge with you. So, as you're popping on, let me know where you're watching my live from. Good morning to you all. Good morning, good morning. Gonna wait a few minutes, people pop on. Again, as you're popping on, let me know where you're catching my live from. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How is everybody doing this morning? I usually go on a different platform in the morning, but I got kicked off yesterday. So here I am. I said, well, I'll do YouTube instead. So good morning to everybody on this beautiful Thursday. Good morning. As you're popping on, let me know where you're catching my live from. And always remember, if you like what you hear, subscribe to my channel. Good morning. So my name is Lisa. I am from USA. I live in the northeast New England area. And I lost my job about 4.5 years ago. And I decided I did not want to go back to a traditional job. And one of the reasons was my husband and I became foster grandparents. So I lost my job. And then we were asked, my grandchildren were removed from the home. And we were asked to be foster parents for them. If I had still been working, I would have been able to do that. So I'm actually blessed that my job was eliminated. At the time, I didn't think I was blessed, but now I do. Again, I was commuting an hour and a half to work every single day. So that was 3 hours on the road. I was gone out of the house for about 12 hours. Having kids around, you can't be gone that long. My husband has his own construction management business. He's semi-retired. We wouldn't have been able to do it. And after that was all said and done, and it was time for me to think about what I was going to do for work, I decided that if this should ever happen again, hoping it won't, but if it should happen again, I need to be around for my grandchildren. Everything's great now. Everything is good. They're doing good. They're in school. They're doing fabulous. Parents, the mom's doing good. My daughter, she's doing good. Father is a whole other story. But I just wanted to make sure that I was home. So I Googled I'm not gonna lie, I Googled, online jobs, somebody over 50, what are we doing? And I came across a video on the Book of Faces, and it was all about this business where I could earn 100% profit and only have to work 2 to 3 hours a day. When I heard number one, 100% profit and only have to working about 2 hours a day, I was like, sign me up. But I obviously I tried to do some research. So, another little backstory. My husband and I have been in multi-level marketing for years, and we just haven't been able to make a go of it. I make a 20% commission in that business. We have a Shopify store. It's been a hard road for us to get income coming in through that. Thought that was going to be our passive income for our retirement, and it just never became that. When I heard that this is my own business and I don't have an upline, I don't have a downline, that really piqued my interest because I did not want to do another. Good morning, Sonic. I did not want to do another multi-level marketing. The whole thing is you're waiting for people below you to get their volume and bring in a lot of customers so you can make money. You're depending on other people. Just like if you have a traditional job, you're depending on your boss, your company to keep going and to keep paying you. That was something I did not want to do anymore. I wanted to have my own business. But here I am at 61 years old, and at the time 60, because I've been doing this for about a year. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you for popping on this morning. Hello, Sonic, Coons, and I can't Ignacio. Good morning to you all. Good morning. As you're popping on, let me know where you're catching my live from. I really always like to see where people are watching me from. And again, if you have never seen my lives, I usually are on a different platform, but I am trying slowly to integrate my business onto YouTube also. So my name is Lisa. I am from USA. I am from Northeast Territory of USA, as we call it, New England. So good morning to you all. And again, this business has done so much for me. One of the main things that this has done for me is brought my confidence back. When you're at a later age and you lose your job, it's tough when you're 25 when you lose a job, especially if you're counting on that job. But when you're, 56, 60 years old, it's tough. I lost my job when I was 56, I think. Yeah, 56. I took about a year off, and then again, I became foster parents to my grandchildren. So, I was like, thank you for letting me lose my job, because I would have had to say no to that. And we had them in home for about a year and a half before they went back to their mom. And again, they're doing very, very good. And, it's kind of embarrassing to talk about that, but I want to be real here. Things happen in people's lives. Things happen in family situations. And again, I did not want to go back to a traditional job. I am now 61. The thought of going to apply for a job, going for interviewing a job, that scares me. Good morning, NP2602. Good morning. What's up? And this business has just let me be that person that I've kind of always wanted to be. I've wanted to own my own business, but I had no real interest in anything. This here has given me that opportunity to learn at an older age, which I never thought I was going to be doing, have my own business, make 100% profit, and only have to work about 2 hours a day. I always say 2 to 3 because life. We all know life sometimes gets in our way of our schedules. This is another thing. You don't have to work around anyone else's schedule. You work around your schedule. You don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, you get up when you get up. You'd start your day just like any other day. And then you do this business around the pockets of your day. I love that. I'm with the Digital Growth Community. I'm a legacy builder. I have 4 streams of income. I'm really thinking very hard about upgrading to having 10 streams of income. So that is going to be a big step for me. But I think by next week, I'm going to pull the plug and I'm going to do, and I'll have 10 streams of income, 4 of which is going to be in Spanish. So if this is something that you're like, you know, I'm looking for something that is to supplement my income, whether you're still working, whether you're retired, or thinking about retirement, you know, I thought I was going to be at the company that I worked for forever until my retirement day. I worked for the company for 26 years. When they let me go, again, my job was eliminated. They told me over a Teams meeting online. I wasn't even in the office. My husband and I had just come back from vacation, and at that time we had to quarantine because we left the country. And my boss told me to bring home my laptop, which I did, and they sent me an invite for a Teams meeting, and that's how I found out. I wasn't even going to be in the office for another week, a week and a half, because they told me on a Wednesday, and I wasn't able to go back. I had that week off and the next week off because I had to quarantine for 10 days. So this here is that business that if you are looking for supplementing your income, again, if you're still working, this is doable around your work schedule because you're doing it around the pockets of your day. You're not sitting at a desk or sitting on your phone for 2 hours at a time. You can do 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. You do it around your schedule. That's why I call it family friendly, because you still have time with your family. You can, if your kids are in sports, you can go to basketball, you can go to football, you can go to dance, you can go to skating. You can do it while you're sitting in the bleachers. Take a 30-second video of your child playing football or you know, skating or whatever it is. 30-second video, and then just post words over it. And post it on social media. We use social media, and we also use free online ads. I like the free online ads because I come from a newspaper background. My parents owned and operated a local newspaper. And, you know, I always went with my dad to the grocery store, the local IGA. And, you know, I knew that the owner of that store had to pay my dad to advertise. I never knew that you could advertise for free. There are hundreds, if not thousands of sites online right now that you can actually put ads out for free. I do not pay for any ads. I just put out 11 ads yesterday, and I didn't pay for any of them. Obviously, you can if you want to, but you don't have to. Good morning, Absies. Good morning, good morning. How is everybody this Thursday morning? I hope you're watching me from someplace warm, because I live in the northeast of USA and we have snow, and we're supposed to get about, I think, 4 inches again this weekend. So I am not looking forward to that. So again, this business I absolutely love. I wish I could put, I have this little thing that I could put on my screen, but it looks like I can't because I'm not used to doing the lives over here. It doesn't look like I can post anything on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of show you this. I'm going to redo my website. If you are interested, all you have to do is go to my profile, and my website is right there. It is a clickable link. And that's just for the free information. And if I do that upgrade, I am going to change my .com because it is. So it's Daily Pay with Lisa Goodwin. It is long. It's a long. Nobody told me. So if you ever start a business and you're doing something online and you have to register your own domain, think of something short. Okay. So this is what it is. And it's probably, is it backwards for you? Oh, la, 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 la. Is it backwards? Where am I here? Try to see it. I have myself up on the screen. Yes, it's backwards. How do I switch my camera? Can I do that? Oh, I guess I'm not using this because I am not sure how to. I'm going to have to figure out how to use YouTube. I know there's a way because this is going to be back. This is backwards for you guys, right? Yeah, it is because I have it up on my screen. How do you turn it around? How do you turn it? If I do this button, what does this button do? Oh, nope, not that button. I'm going to have to do some research on this because I do not know how to do that. So anyway, I have 4 streams of income, and it starts at $100. $100 gives you 1 stream of income. $300, that is called the Launchpad, okay? Passive Daily Pay, that is $300. That gives you 2 streams of income, meaning you have the Launchpad and the passive. That's $300. $600 gives you Digital Mastery. That gives you 3 streams of income for $600. The top one, which I am at, is the Legacy Builder. Legacy Builder has all 4 streams. So I can sell any of these at any time of the day. So I could sell a 900 right now. Later on, I could sell a 600. I could sell another 900. The money is out there. There are over, 5.5 billion people on social media every single day. And to make, a decent amount, 6 figures, you don't need that many people. Let's just use a 5 figure, use $10,000. At the $900 level, you only need 12 customers. 12 customers to make over 10 grand. That is nice. That is very nice. If I did that, if I tried to make that 10 grand on my multi-level marketing business, at the top selling thing is I think like $175, I'd be having to sell a lot of that because remember, I would only make 20% of each sale. This year I make 100% of the sales. So if I sell a $900 platform, $900 goes into my bank account. If I sell a $300 platform, the $300 goes into my bank account. Is it exactly $300 or $900? No, because when people use credit cards, the credit card company or your platform, Square, Stripe, PayPal, they take a little percentage, okay? So when you use a credit card, you do have to pay that, 3%, 3.5%, but you get most of it. And that's what I love because you're not working all day. You're not bugging your friends and family. You do not have to bug your friends and family. And that's another thing I love about this. You don't have to bug anybody. You use social media. If you have a cell phone, internet connection, and social media, you are able to do this business. This is also a global business. So if you're watching me right now and you're not from United States, this is global. I'm going to turn my camera around. So this is our map. So again, I said I was from the northeast of USA. This is me right here, this yellow dot. And this is global. Now, if you're someplace and you don't see a little black dot in the area that you are in, it doesn't mean that it's not available. It just means nobody's started there yet. So here is the map. And I absolutely love that it is global. And again, I'm with the Digital Growth Community. This is what the community looks like. We just started a 90-day run. How to make 30K in 90 days. We are on day 2. And the videos are very short. The training that you get in this is very short. Now, when you first start, you're going to get 30-day training. See, this one is 5 minutes. That was our first training that started yesterday. So the trainings are very short. And I like that because as I've gotten older, my attention span has gotten very short. So I like that I can do a training in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I think the longest one is like 20 minutes long. And you get a 30-day training. After that 30 days is done, your training doesn't ever end, because we have trainings in our community almost every single day. We have a calendar. Like today we are having mindset mentoring, okay? Yesterday we had tech support. If you're a legacy builder like me and you have the 4 streams of income, every Monday we have a Zoom training on Mondays. So I absolutely love that our training never stops, because as we all know, social media changes almost daily. I mean, let's be real. And we have to keep relevant. We have to keep up with what social media is looking for. And our trainings do that. It's not a training from 10 years ago, because that would not work today. We keep our training relevant to what is going on in social media today. And again, this is your own business. You don't have an upline. You don't have a downline. This is your business. You make 100% profit, and you only work 2 to 3 hours a day. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. I would love to answer any of the questions if I am able. So again, you get 4 streams of income for $900, 3 streams of income for $600, 2 streams of income for $300, and 1 stream of income for $100. And it comes with your automated system, and it's a one-time investment, by the way. Here you go. Your automated system. My coffee is always my automated system because it automates me in the morning. So your automated system is 90% done for you. Your website's already done. You don't have to worry about paying thousands of dollars for somebody to create a website for you. It's already done. This here is $39. I do not see that, okay? $39, that's it. One time, you have your automated system. Website, products, all loaded. All you're doing is plugging your information in, your name, your payment gateways, your domain. So this here is your automated system. Your website is all done for you. $39. That goes to the Digital Growth Community. That pays for the people that work behind the scenes. They need to get a paycheck too. So that $39 is a one-time fee. Each level is also a one-time fee. That's it. Then you have to, the only thing that you have to, because I want to be transparent, is you have to get a domain. If you don't have a generic domain already, maybe you have another business that you could incorporate this business into, you have to go to like GoDaddy.com and register for a domain. That right now through GoDaddy is $4.99 for the first year, and then it jumps up to $21.99 for a year. So that is the 3 different payments that you would have to do to start your own business and do this online. And you just do a live in the morning and you post 3 videos a day. You know, when I first started, I did not do lives. I was so scared to do lives. I just did not do them. Even our mentor, we did a webinar the other day, and she was saying that for the first, I forgot, like 5 months or something like that, she did not go live because she was afraid. Especially if you're at an older age, you know, you're kind of like, can I do something like this? But I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. I had no background in anything like this. I was a receptionist for 25 years at a manufacturing facility. Before that, I was on an assembly line. I was just an assembly line worker. And then I was just a receptionist. I don't have any degrees. I don't have any certifications, nothing like that. But I wanted my own business. I wanted something that I can do from anywhere. My husband and I love to travel. We go to Mexico a lot. And I absolutely love the fact that I can still do my lives when I'm on vacation. My husband is semi-retired, but he still works. He gets up in the morning, you know, checks his emails, checks his phone, makes sure that any jobs that he has going on, he's in construction management, you know, are going smoothly. So he gets up in the morning and I just get up with him and I just do a live. While he's doing his stuff, I do my stuff, and then we go to the pool and spend the rest of the day. And, you know, a girl has to get out of the pool every once in a while to, you know, so I would just bring my phone and stay out 30 seconds longer and post a video. There you go. That's how easy it is. You can do this from anywhere. And if you're shy or if you're an introvert and you're just like, I can't go in front of the camera, we have you covered. We have a training in there that is designated to having faceless content, meaning you never have to be in front of the camera if you don't want to. We have several people that are doing that. Maybe they're shy or they're introvert. They don't want to be. Maybe they don't want their bosses to know that they have this side job. Or maybe they have a job where they just cannot be, you know, in front of the camera. I know there's one gentleman that I know of that because of his job, he does not want to be on camera. Okay, so, but he's doing this business. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You have to be 18 to start. But we have people in our community that are in their 80s doing this business. This is something that anybody can learn. Again, receptionist for 25 years. I answered the phone. I greeted people when they came in. I sorted mail. That's about it. I had no online experience whatsoever. But here I am. I'm doing this because I needed income. I'm not old enough for Social Security, but I don't want to go get a traditional job either. Good morning. Good morning, Brandy. This is digital marketing. I'm with the digital growth community. So this is a business. This is your business. This is not multi-level marketing or network marketing. This is your business. We use social media and we work about 2 hours a day and we make 100% profit. I have 4 different levels that people can start at. Starts at 100. The next level is 300, 600, and 900. And we have the master resale rights for these e-learning products. So we can sell them over and over and over again. As our mentor says, you know, just like if you go into a Verizon store and you go get an iPhone, okay? They did not make the iPhone. They have the resale rights to that phone. You go into a shoe store and you want to buy a pair of sneakers. They did not make that brand of sneakers that you are looking for. but they have the resale rights to sell those sneakers. That is just like this. We have the rights to sell our platforms over and over and over again. We also have a certification within our training. So we know it's going to be backwards because I don't know how to mirror my thing, but here's my certification. This is it. I did take the course. It's not mandatory that you take it, but it just gave us a little more insight of what master resale rights is actually all about. So that's a good thing. And I am, like I said, I was planning on upgrading to have 10 streams. I'm still, my husband is saying, Lisa, just do it. Just do it. You know you want to do it. And I'm going to have a Spanish version. If I upgrade to 10 streams of income, I will have the 4 that I have all in Spanish. So it's great for Spanish speaking people. And because this is a global business, it's great for people that are in other countries that are Spanish speaking. So they can start their own business and understand the training. So this is a great thing that we are doing. Our mentor, her name is Michelle. She started this community in November of 2022. She has, gotten a few million already under her belt. Right now, our community is at 58,976 people. Love that. And yeah, it's just a great company. Great structured platform. Let me, I'm going to take this off. So I'm going to show you, again, this is going to be backwards because I don't know how to mirror my, maybe this one will do that. I'm not sure how to mirror things on here. Automatic. I'm going to have to find out how to do that. If anybody knows how to mirror, let me know in the comments. I don't like this because I want to be able to, for you guys to see it. So if you buy at the $900 investment, and you sell to 12 customers, that's going to give you $10,800. You just have to sell to 12 customers, and that's what you get. And again, it's 100% profit. So this goes into your bank account, no one else. Now, if you sell at the $600 investment, $17 customers gives you $10,200. I like this business because the math is easy. $300. Investment, 34 customers gives you $10,200. And then, of course, $100 investment gives you 100 customers, leaves you with $10,000. The math is very easy. None of this 20% or 30% that you get off of network marketing or affiliate marketing companies. And a lot of digital marketing companies now are also, and I think I just got black ink all over me. A lot of even the digital marketing have turned into affiliate marketing. So we are one of the only ones that are still at 100% profit. If you have questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. There are 2 fees that are a one-time investment. That is your platform and your website fee is $39. I do not see that. That goes to the company, but it's a $39 one-time fee. Your website's already done for you. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for a website. And then your platforms are a one-time investment also. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Again, if this is the first time you've caught my live, my name is Lisa, and I am from USA, but this is a global business. You can do this from anywhere, as long as you have a cell phone, internet connection, and social media. Feel free to leave any comments. If you want to share this out, I would also be very happy if you did that. So again, if this is the first time you caught my live, my name is Lisa. I am from USA, Northeast, New England area, and I started an online business. Absolutely loving it. I only have to work 2 hours a day. I make 100% profit. I need very short customers to make good money. You don't need a big following. You don't have to be famous, influencer. I am definitely not a famous, person online here. What kind of digital marketing exactly? Again, I'm with the Digital Growth Community. It's a digital platform that teaches you how to earn online. Yeah. So we just sell, it's more than a course. I don't want to say it's a course, but it is a course. But you're able to earn and learn at the same time. So like me, I bought in at the Legacy Builder, and I am able to come on and promote all 4 income streams. The 900, the 600, the 300, and the 100. When somebody buys that, they're gonna, if they say get into the $300 one, they're able to promote the 300 and the 100. The person gets the training, and it just goes on and on. And again, our training, we have over 200 other ideas inside the community that you can earn money, and you can just keep adding income streams. And again, you have that automated system. So people in our community have 20 streams of income, but they have that automated system that works for them 24/7, and they're still only working 2 hours a day because they plug everything in to their website. Everything is done through their automated system. So this is e-learning platforms. It teaches you how to earn online. But it's more than a course, because when you take a course, say you spend $1,000 on a course to learn how to earn income. You take that course, and that's it. When that course is done, you're done. You have to go find a product now to sell. You have to maybe become an affiliate, or start your own digital marketing business. With that, you're done. With this, it's an investment, but you keep doing it. You don't have to go find products, because you have the products you purchased already, and you keep selling them over and over again, because we have the master resale rights to do that. Does that answer your question? It is an e-learning platforms. Each level gives you a little bit more education. So the first level, you're going to get the bare minimum. The second level, you're going to get a little bit more. Third level, you're going to get even more. And the fourth level, you're going to get even more. And again, we just came out with a Spanish speaking platform. All 4 of them are in Spanish. I'm probably going to upgrade to that. So you can always get that also. That gives you 10 streams of income, by the way. So I think my husband is saying, Lisa, just do it. Lisa, just do it. A couple of my friends, Lisa, just do it. Because that's going to give me 10 streams of income instead of 4. And if you can always upgrade. If you upgrade within 30-day purchase period, say you start at the $100 level. You're like, I want to just see what this is. I'm not going to spend a lot of money. You get in at the $100 level. You're like, ooh, this is great. I love this. I love the structure. I love what they do here. Our community is also interactive, which I love. Say you want to start at, you want to upgrade to at least the $300 level. If you upgrade within that 30-day purchase period, you only have to pay the difference. So instead of paying the $300, you'd only have to pay $200. Say if you start at the $300 and you wanted to go up to the $600, same thing. You don't have to pay the $600 if you do it within that 30-day. You only have to pay the difference of the $300. And same if you started there to the $900, same thing. So I like that. And I've been doing this a year, but we just came out with this bundle pack that's going to give me 10 streams of income. And, I've been kind of on the fence about doing it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to invest some extra money. And for me, it would be to invest. It's a $1,400 bundle, but I only have to do $500 because I'm already in the Legacy Builders. So for me to upgrade, it's only going to be $500. So Brandy, did I answer your question? And again, you make 100% profit. None of this 20%, 30%. Again, my husband and I have been in multi-level marketing. We still are. He just came up actually to get some of the products. We have a Shopify store, and he just came up and tried to be very quiet. But yeah, we do multi-level marketing, but we also opened a Shopify store to sell the products in. And we had to, build a website for that. We didn't. We paid somebody thousands of dollars for a very minimum, not fancy website at all. And every time that we need something fixed, we have to pay them to do it because we don't know how to do that. With this, you get your automated system. It's already built for you. The website is a proven website. We have many, many 6 figures, 5 figures, people coming into these, community. Again, right now, we have almost 59,000 people in our community. And it's not saturated. That's what I like, because even though we have 59,000 people, there's almost 6 billion people online every single day. I used to sell products online when I was with a mom company, but nothing digital. I like digital because you don't have to run to the post office. You don't. And if you want to learn more, just go to my link in my profile and just click on that. Enter your email to get all the free information. That's all the information that I need from you to get you the free information. Again, I'm 61 years old. I don't want to go get a traditional job. I'm done with multi-level marketing. Little funny story, my husband and I, we have friends that are in the same multi-level that we are. And we went to see them Monday, and she's trying another form of multi-level. And yeah, she's starting another one, and she's like bugging my husband to try it. And my husband's like, I'm kind of done with it. I'm kind of done with this because it hasn't been fruitful for us. And yeah, we just didn't want, like I said, I make 20% commission. And they change things all the time. They take products off. I don't know if you've had that. scenario where, you know, you have a good product that people love, and all of a sudden they take it off the shelf and you don't know why, and people are calling you, oh, why can't I get my product? You know, I call the company, I don't know, you know, they took it off, we're not sure why, you know. So the company that we work for, we distribute for, has done that so many times to us. And even my husband, he's like, I'm kind of done with it. So we do very minimal work in that business. But again, I only make a 20% commission. With this, I make 100%. So you figure if you're selling, you know, a lipstick or something for $10, how many of those are you going to have to sell to make the kind of money? Just use the 10 grand amount. How many of those would you have to make? I mean, how many sales would you have to make that kind of money? Yes, right? Exactly. Out of stock, or they just take it off because they think it's not a big seller or something. But you have customers that really liked it. We were selling a coffee. All right. I drank that coffee every single day. You know, when I was working, that was my commute coffee. I would drink it to and from work. It came in a little packet, so I would make some on my way home, and loved it. Loved it. They took it off 3 times. They took it out 3 times. And then they just came out with another coffee that, number one, doesn't even taste like coffee. And it is gross. We're like, we're not selling that. So we don't even carry that on our Shopify store because we're like, no, you know, we're not doing that. But this is always in stock because this is digital. And that's what I like about this. And you don't need experience. You really don't. And you don't have to, if you've been an MLM, you don't have to bug your friends and family. You don't have to talk to the lady at the grocery store. You don't have to try to get your hairdresser's email address to try to get them to, you know, purchase from you or join you. This is all done on social media. And there's, like, they say, what, 5.5 billion people online every day. And because this is global and it's digital, there's no shipping, there's no inventory, there's no shipping anything overseas. It's all digital. You just get your links. You start with your training. You put that 10% of your information into your automated system, your name, your domain, your payment gateways, because when you get paid, you want it to go into your bank account, not into the cloud, right? So you have to do that. I absolutely love it. Now, I set up my automated system. It took me about 2 days because I did it in increments. You know, I watched a couple of the videos. I did what it said, and it's just basically copying, pasting. That's about what it is. You copy, they show you, all right, go to this screen. And I wish I could turn my camera around but everything's going to be backwards, I guess. I don't know how to flip mine, like have it mirrored. I'm not sure how to do that. I got to do some research because I'm usually not on YouTube, but I want to do YouTube more. So I got to learn these things. And like this, you know, I'm 61 years old and I'm learning how to do things like this. If you told me 5 years ago, 10 years ago, that I would be doing lives on social media, I would have laughed you off your chair because there was no way that I'd be doing that. But I am. Here I am. I'm usually on TT, but they didn't like something that I said yesterday, so I got like a band. But I've been wanting to do YouTube, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to come on here and do it here until I get back. And next week, I'm hoping to do both. I'm going to do, I'm going to have one here, and I'm going to be doing both. So that's exciting. That is my goal for we're doing this 90-day run. And that is one of my goals, is to do more lives on different platforms. So, you know, one of the questions, what was the question that they gave us yesterday? We get worksheets on our 30-day, 90-day, this 90-day run. I'm trying to find what it was. Oh, for the next 90 days, I am someone who. And that was a good question. That was a very good question. Let me see, what did I write? because if I try to remember now, I'm not going to be able to remember. Where's my downloads? Oops, right here. Downloads. Nope, that's not it. Where did I put that? There it is. Did it save it? No, it did not. Oh, shoot. Didn't save it. Well, I am someone who wants to help other people my age, 50s, 60s, not have to worry about their income. Again, I'm at that age where I can't even collect Social Security, so I need a job. But I did not want to go back to a traditional job. And when I saw this, and I have been, in multi-level marketing for almost 12 years now. And when I saw this, and I'm like, okay, number one, it's not percentage. Nobody else is taking my money. Because if you're going to do the work, why are you letting other people take your money? So it's 100% profit. I only have to work 2 hours a day, and it's around my schedule. I don't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and work 2 hours straight. I work it around my schedule. If I want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and work 2 hours and get it done and then have the rest of the day, that's fine. My husband. Oh no, Brandy. I am so sorry. My first husband died, but it was years ago. So I do understand that. Yeah, my kids were young. My kids were 12, 10, and 5 when my husband passed away. So, do you work, Brandy? Do you work now or? Because even if you're still working, this is something that you can do around the pockets of your day. Oh, okay. So they were older. Yeah, my kids were young. Yep. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, see, this is something that you could do around that schedule. And I'm not here to press you on the $900 one either. Start at the $100 one if you can. Learn how to do this business. We get mentorship every day inside the community. That's what I do like about this. If you've been in multi-level marketing, at least with me, I can't say everybody. My husband and I, we didn't get that mentorship. We kind of were just like, okay, we're starting this, and then we were just kind of thrown into it, and we didn't know really how to do it. And I think that is the issue we had, is we really did not know how to do that. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, ours wasn't like that. Ours isn't like that. We just did not know how, we don't want to bug our friends and family. We only have a few friends, right? We don't want to push them away. So, trying to get that email list of everybody that you know and, sending them stuff, that wasn't for us. Like we said, we like the products that we use. And that's pretty much the only reason we're still doing it, is we buy the products for ourselves. So we try to offer them to other people also. We have a handful of customers on our Shopify store, and we have a handful of customers through, the multi-level marketing part side of it. It's not making us rich, that's for sure. And I'm not here to make myself rich. I'm just making myself, I want something to bring me income so I could pay my bills. Again, I can't collect Social Security. I'm not on, disability or anything like that. This is my income coming in. I have to pay for my car insurance. I have credit card bills that I have to pay for. I buy the groceries. I help my husband with other, bills within the house. Right. That is true. And Our mentor, Michelle, she was in the same situation, right? She's from the multi-level marketing world, and she had 6 kids. She was a single mom of 6 kids, and she was just like burnt out. And then they changed her comp plan. She ended up losing thousands of dollars. She was doing really good. She was making good money, whatever. She never has said like what company, but she was making really good money. And then they changed the comp plan, and she ended up losing, like in 1 month, she lost thousands of dollars. And she's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm working way too hard. One of the reasons she did that because when she started having kids, her goal was to be a stay-at-home mom. She did not want to go outside the home to work. And when they changed that comp plan and she started, losing all this money, she's like, I can't do it anymore. So she started looking for something new, something different. And she came across this, and she's like, okay, this is different. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it. And she started her own little community. She wanted to help 1,000 people. Again, right now, it's almost 59,000 people. Oh, okay. I've heard of that one. I've never tried any of their products. Yeah. I had some friends, I think, is that available in Canada? Because I want to say a couple of people that I knew in Canada was also doing that one. But if this is something that might interest you, again, you get 30-day training. It starts, if you start at the $100 one, it would be $100 and then $39 for that. And then if you have to get a website through GoDaddy. If you are here I'm assuming you're here in the United States. GoDaddy, you can get a domain for $5, $4.99 for the first year. So 139, 40, 41, 42, 40, for $144, you can start your own business. And again, if you, North Carolina, nice. I wish I was down there. It's cold here. But I did hear North Carolina got some snow this year. So if you start at the $100 level, and again, I'm not pressing you to purchase. I'm not pressing you to jump up to the $900 level. But if you start at the $100 level, the whole thing was going to cost you about $144. If you decide that you like it, you can always upgrade to the $300 level at any time. If you do it within that 30-day period, you only have to buy it for $200. You upgrade for $200, not the whole $300. I just come on because I know that people are struggling. I know people my age, their Social Security isn't cutting it. And right? Yep. Our products that I'm not gonna say the name of that company, but our products are expensive. We're at health and wellness. I'm just gonna put that out there. And oh, okay. Yeah, that stinks. That stinks. Yeah. Yeah, our products are really expensive. And that's why it's like, and then they keep changing things. And then when they take things, their most popular products off sites, it's like, well, you just cost me money because they can't get it, Right. It is crazy. With this here, it's not going to go off the shelf because it's digital. Now, if you have, if your kids were they older when I'm going to go back. So 21 and 23. Okay. So you are of an older age. You're not in your 20s. Just put it that way. You're not in your 20s. This is perfect. If you could try to do this, I'm telling you, you're going to love, number one, you're going to love the community. The community is great. We're interactive. So we have meetings. We have webinars. if you put your email in today, you're going to get our latest webinar that we had on Tuesday. We just had a webinar on Tuesday. You're going to be able to watch that. You'll get the replay of that. I bet. I bet. I bet. Like my youngest, my daughter is my youngest, and we are like oil and water. We can only be, she had to live here for a little bit. I don't know if you were on, but we became, her kids were taken away from her. And after I lost my job. And that's one of the reasons why I started this business, because if that ever happened again, I want to be home. I want to make sure that I am available to take her youngest, because the other one's older now. That's not going to happen. He's not going to come live with us. But the younger one, I want to make sure that I'm available for him to be here with. But yeah, she had to move in with us for a little bit, and I had to kick her out. I'm like, you can't live here anymore. You need to find your own place. It was bad. It was bad. And now, I mean, she talks to me, we laugh with each other, and she's going through a lot of the stuff that I went through with her. So, it was a tough couple of years, but we've gotten past that now. And the kids are good. My daughter's good. The main reason my kids were removed was the father. It wasn't really my daughter. It was the father. And she had been with him since middle school. So it was one of these things, she just like could not get herself away from him. And finally, she is now free. She is now free of him. So, but that is one of the reasons why I started doing this business, because if something like that happened again, my husband is also older than I am. So if something should happen, I want to make sure that I'm here with him. He does not want me to get another job, another traditional job. He does not want me out, out of the house. Not that he's keeping me captive, but he likes me home. We both work from home. He closed his office down a couple years ago, and we both just work from home. I do this business. He is semi-retired from his construction management business, but he still has customers. He does like repeat customers. He does pre-engineered metal buildings. So, I like being home. I like having the flexibility of not having to go grocery shopping on Saturday or Sunday. I went yesterday. Usually I go on Mondays. I went yesterday, and the stores were completely empty. And I'm like, maybe I should go on Wednesdays instead of Mondays, because there was nobody in there. But again, I'm not pressuring you, but I would love for you to just enter your email and get the free information, Brandy. Oh, he was a building contractor? Yep. Did he do, commercial? That's what I was like. Commercial or residential? That's the word I was looking for. Because my husband does commercial. But he has built 3 houses. He built this house that we live in. Nice. We have a house going up across the street. They get there really early in the morning and they bang a lot. But it's okay. It's okay. And you think about, I mean, what do your kids do? They're old. They're in their 20s now. What are they doing? Are they doing trade jobs, or do they have office jobs? But again, you don't have to have any experience doing this. You get step-by-step training. And our community is great. If you are stuck on something, you go into the community, you can ask me, and somebody's going to help you. And you can even start like on FB platform. I started a brand new account. It's a business account on that one. On the one that starts with I just kept my regular one. I didn't start a business account on that. Nice. Actually, those are really good. Especially like down, I'm thinking, especially the RV and boat storage in the area that you guys are living in, North Carolina. How's the real estate though? Is real estate something? My stepson, his wife does real estate out in Texas, and she doesn't really work the business. She doesn't really sell anything. I think my stepson said she hasn't even sold a house yet, and she's been doing it for I don't know how many years now. Oh yeah, then that's good. Yep. Real estate's one of those, it's an iffy kind of job. A friend of mine that I used to work with, she got into real estate. We worked at a manufacturing company way back 1,000 years ago, and that company closed down. And over the years, she's tried different things, and she was in real estate, and she's no longer doing it. No, because she lives in New Hampshire, and there wasn't a whole lot, and not in the mountain area or the lakes area. You know, she lived just in the northern part of New Hampshire, and just wasn't any money to be made. Wow. Oh, wow. They must be right on top of each other. Wow. 470 houses. That is crazy. Yeah, we're having 2 built across the street. Wow. Yeah, my husband would not like that. We just sold, when he bought this parcel of land to build this house on, his plan for retirement was he bought extra land. So when it was time to retire, he could sell that other parcel for building. And we did that 2 years ago. Yeah, about 2 years ago. We sold that land and they built a little house. But it's far enough away, we're not right on top of each other. Yeah. So that's good. But they do the new house of people that moved into that house. They like to party in the summer, which is okay because they usually invite us over. So I mean, we get some free food, free drinks. But yeah, their parties can go on for a little bit longer. We have to crank our TV up when we come home if we want to watch TV. And I live on it's a pond, but they call it the lake. It's our town beach. So we live right on the water. We have a big backyard, and then the pond is right there. But it's actually our town beach. So our road is, it's a dead end. You drive down our road and it's the parking lot for the beach. So I love it here. When my kids and I, you know, when I was a single mom with my kids after my first husband passed away, I lived right downtown of the town that I lived in. I didn't grow up here and I didn't live here until I met my husband, but the town that I grew up in was a very small town, just like I live right now. And it was on the main street. Yeah, that's what it is. I think he does, but we're like the only ones that show up. The other houses, I don't know if they just don't invite them, or if they invite them, then they don't come. But we're always the only ones over there at their house. And it's nice. It's nice to be invited. My husband and I, we keep to ourselves. We don't really have a lot of friends. I don't know anybody in this town, really, because I did not grow up here. I did not work in this area. So I have no friends in this area. I am from more north, New Hampshire border. And that's where all my friends are. My friends are up in New Hampshire because that's where I used to work. I used to work up in New Hampshire. So that's where all my friends are. Yeah, we just keep to ourselves. We don't need drama. But it does kind of suck when you want to have friends over. It's like, I don't got no friends. Or they don't want to drive, an hour and a half, 2 hours to your house. And then they have to, drive back. So, sometimes my sister will come down. She lives in Maine. My oldest sister lives in Maine. So sometimes she'll come down and spend the whole weekend with us, her and her boyfriend. But other than that, we really don't get much company. I told my husband next summer, though, we're going to invite our new neighbors over a couple times, have dinner and some wine or something. So the 90-day plan is when you already get in. The 90-day is just a run. So we do 90 days, and then next time we'll do a 30-day. And is that part of the 30? Yes. So when you purchase, you have to, the first thing you purchase is your platform, your $100, your $300, your $600, and your $900. That's the first thing you purchase. And then you purchase your $39, your website. Okay? That's the second thing you want to purchase. And then the third thing is your domain through GoDaddy. Again, that is right now, it's $4.99 for the first year. And then it jumps up to $21.99 for the years after that. So the first thing you choose is your platform, which the 100, the 300, the 600, or the 900. And then the $39 for your website. And you get everything. You get 30-day training when you first start. And then we have 30-day trainings. We have 90-day trainings. We have, like I said, tech training on, I think, Thursdays or Wednesdays, because yesterday we had it. If you decide to do the $900, we do the legacy meeting every Monday. We have webinars. Almost every week we do a webinar. So you can invite people to the webinars. So when you start, it's like I said, it's going to cost, if you start at the $100 level, it's going to cost you about $144 to start your own business. But you get, everything is included. All your training is included. There's no other fees inside. People offer things like Michelle, our mentor, will offer. She has another community she offers. She's doing a workshop next week. So she offers that, which is free. But if you want to get the VIP package, which is the replays and a bunch of other stuff, I think she usually charges $27 for that. But yes, for 100 and if you want to start at the $100 level, for 144, you get all the training and everything inside the community. And if you put, if you go to my profile and click on my link, if you put your email in there, a video is going to pop up when you hit the orange button. The website, the website's a website. So when you, let me pull that up real quick. Oops, that's not what I want. When you go to the link in my profile, I'm going to turn this around. This is what you're going to see. Okay. So this is my website. All right. This is already done. I didn't have to do any of this. I didn't have to do any of this. I chose the photo because this is like a template. You have 4 different templates you can choose from. So right here is where you're going to put your email. And then when you hit this orange button, a video is going to pop up. It is not me. It is Michelle. Okay. And then I'm just going to put this one in. So when you put this, a video is going to pop up. And then you're going to go into your email and check your junk folder, your spam folder, your inbox for an email from me. If you decide to purchase, you click on, I think it says if you're ready, this is the first email that you'll get. Here's your blueprint. And there's a video you can watch here. Now this is, and you know what I love about this too? Like this email is all done. I didn't have to even figure out this email. These are email templates. Now, what I did was I copied and pasted this into ChatGPT. I don't know if you've ever used ChatGPT, and just had it word it into words that I would use, make it more me. Right here, you're going to get the Freedom Formula Blueprint. That is free. If you are ready to purchase, you just click ready, and that is going to open this page. And this is where you're going to find your purchases, okay? So the first one, of course, we're going to have the $900 one at the top. But if you scroll down, and don't be afraid to hit that word ready, okay? Because this page here has a lot of information, all right? So this is Michelle. This is our mentor. She's going to pop up when you first enter your email, and she's going to give you a short video, all right? Again, I am a legacy builder, and you're just going to get a lot of information. This is, information about me and my husband. If you're going to scroll down, a little over halfway, you'll find the 100, the 300, and the 600. But, click on that. If you get my email, click on that ready. We do also have payment plans, Randy, available to you. So if you want to start at the $100 level, but you don't want to spend the $100 all at once, or the $300 and you don't want to spend $300 all at once, we do have payment plans available if you qualify. So you might want to check that out. It's through Afterpay. So that's a great thing. So this is the purchase page, and then the website. All right, that's our website, but the training is here. Actually, you're going to get into school. This is the school community, and you're also going to get access to Kajabi. So when you first start, I'm going to scroll down. Say you start at the Launchpad, the $100 level. All right, this is what you're going to go to. You're going to go to the Launchpad program 2.0, and this is where you're going to start. And this is your training. How to get started. The launch kit, this is how you set up your automated system in your website. Again, the website's already done. You're just plugging your information into it. Does that explain what you're asking? So when you sell, say you get in and you sell $100, they're going to get that same thing. They're going to get into the school community. They're going to get into Kajabi. They're going to get those modules, start here. And they're going to go through it. And then later you're going to go into the community and just start doing the 90-day runs or the 30-day runs. But I always tell people, because I kind of did this when I first started, they were doing a 90-day run when I started. And I kind of went to the 90-day run instead of doing my 30 days. I would do your 30 days first. Get your training under your belt, get your system all set up, and go from there. And then again, I don't know if you are comfortable in front of the camera, but we do have a whole section of training on how to do faceless posts, because you also get Canva training with your training. So you get access to Canva. And you can do different things with Canva to post on social media. They actually ask you which social media platform are you using. You say, Book of Faces or whatever, and they'll give you a template for that. And you can just do that. Yeah, I never did lives before either, but here I am. I'm doing it. Again, just for the free information, just enter your email and get that free information. Reply to those emails. If you have any questions, just reply to one of my emails that comes directly to me, and I will answer any of your questions. But again, we do have payment plans for every level. So if you want to say, maybe if I can, get the payment plans start a little higher so I don't have to, come up with that money, you can always do that. But Do what is right for you. I'm not here to sell the $900. I'm not. I want people to know that there are things out there that are affordable that you can start with. Does that make sense? And I'll be back on tomorrow morning about the same time. So if you want to pop on tomorrow, and if you have any questions, you can ask me then. But I am going to have to get off because my sister's in a nursing home and I have a care plan meeting for her today. So I'm her go-to person. So I need to get going off my live this morning. I got to leave in about an hour or so. And I haven't eaten breakfast yet, so I got to do that. But I'll be back on tomorrow morning. I go on live Monday through Friday around 8 o'clock in the morning. What is the difference between your 4 streams? Number one, more money, but the education. So you get more, in each level, you get more information and education for each level. So like I kind of use this as an example, like you're going to college. You get in and you're going for your, what's that, honey?
Associate's degree.
No, the first one.
Associate's degree.
Associate's degree? Yeah, associate's degree. My husband just came in. Associate's degree. And then the 300 would be your bachelor's degree. And then the 600 is your master's degree. And then the legacy is your doctorate. So I kind of put it in that aspect, kind of like an example of you getting more education as you're getting getting higher in the levels. But I mean, if you can go in at least at the $100 level, you're going to get that the platform of starting your own business. Yeah. And again, you can always upgrade later if you want to. But again, if you have any questions, if you enter your email in, just reply to one of the emails. Always check your junk folder, your spam folder in your inbox. The first one that you're going to get from me is just going to have from Lisa. Doesn't have my last name or anything. It's just Lisa. And it's called Here's Your Blueprint. And there is a PDF file in that. Check that out. Watch the video. Click on the links if you want. Again, that purchase page, click if you're ready, click that ready button, because there's a lot of good information on that page. It's not an obligation to purchase. It's just more information. So I'll be back on tomorrow morning around 8 o'clock, and you can ask me any questions there, or you can reply to one of the emails that you received from me. Do you have any more questions that I can answer real quick for you? And again, don't be shy to ask me those questions. Yes, I am Eastern time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm from New England, so. Great. That's great. All right. Well, I need to get off because I got to go see my sister and do her care plan meeting at her nursing home. So again, if you have any questions, just reply to the email if you decide to enter your email in and get the information. If not, jump on tomorrow and say hi anyway. Okay? Have a good day. Bye-bye, Brandy. Bye-bye, everybody.